Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a diamond paint with me tag. I made this tag a couple weeks ago, and as we all know, I don't get around to stuff. No. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I thought that we would get some diamond painting done while I answered these tag questions. If you would like to do this tag, I will leave a version of it down below in the description. I can also email it to you, but I think probably the description is going to be faster and easier. So yeah, I wanted to make a tag all about diamond painting, and I really just pulled from all the other tags that are out there. And then I also added a few questions of my own that I would like to know about from diamond painters. So yeah, I'm working on my Diamond Art Club Wonderland. Did I unbox this? No, I haven't posted the unboxing video for this yet, because I unboxed this one and a yin yang owl, and I did that with Cody. So of course it's gonna need some editing, because when we get together, I mean, we are together, you know what I mean, when we chat together, it gets kind of crazy. So if you hear background noises, I have 6 animals and it's breakfast time. I don't ever record during breakfast, so I don't exactly know what you're gonna hear, but probably a lot of just absolutely disgusting grumbling noises, because my big dog Gus eats like we don't feed him. Okay, anyway, on to this diamond painting tag. Also, I have to say, tags in the morning are amazing because I'm only on my 2nd cup of coffee. Well, I'm actually drinking some cappuccino thing because I'm out of creamer. So I'm on my 2nd semi sort of cup of coffee deal. Yeah. So the first question is, how did you first hear about diamond painting? I first heard about diamond painting on like one of those Facebook ads. I swear, you know, Facebook knows what to post ad-wise, because I'm just saying, conspiracy theory, they totally listen to every single one of your conversations. Don't come at me, Facebook. We all know it. But yeah, I first saw it on one of those, I guess, one of those Facebook ads. And I think it still took me a couple of months to order one. I actually had just gotten back into counted cross stitch, and I didn't really want to start like another craft at the time, so I was watching Danielle Stitcherista, and I was watching like her old floss tube videos, and this was around the time that her channel became like a lot more diamond painting centric or centered, and so yeah, I actually saw it there and I was like, well, there's just no excuse. I must buy a diamond painting. One must just not ignore the signs that one must diamond paint. So so yeah, that's where I first saw it. Because I know there's another question coming up. So where did you get / buy your first kit? So in terms of purchasing, I purchased my first kit off of, oh no. I was gonna say I purchased my first kit off AliExpress and then bought one on Amazon to just like do while I was waiting for my first AliExpress order. But I actually purchased my first one off Amazon to see if I would like it, because I knew with AliExpress I'd be waiting several months and I needed to know if I was going to enjoy a craft that I was going to have to use an extreme amount of patience on. Not because diamond painting takes patience, but because AliExpress takes patience. So I bought my first painting off of Amazon, and like, if you go back to like the beginning of my channel, I don't remember if I unboxed it, but I know that I posted about it, and it's a really cool diamond painting just because everyone in my life who like came into my house at the time was learning about diamond painting just like I was, because, you know, if I learn a craft, everybody's gonna hear about it. I think my fiance's tried literally every single craft I have tried just once to make sure that this isn't something that we could bond over. He's actually really good at crocheting, but he doesn't think so. So he doesn't crochet. And then, hold on one second. Gus, lay down. You don't need to be over there. He just like entered the room and burped. This is my dog. He just entered the room and burped, and now he's over on the couch just like making noise. So I can't remember what I was gonna say. Hold on. Oh yeah. So it was a really cool diamond painting because everybody who came into my house tried a couple of diamond paintings on it. So it's like what I like to call my communal diamond painting, because several people worked on it trying to see if they would like diamond painting. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Also, I don't ever diamond paint in the morning, so if I'm doing this in like a cringeworthy manner, oops. I'll probably come back later tonight and what's the word? Fix it up. Because later tonight we are, as Cody likes to put it, DP, G, D, and A. We're diamond painting, gaming, drinking, and watching anime. So, I'll try and straighten it tonight if I can, but who knows. Alright. So, third question, what is your favorite store to shop from and why? And this is obviously diamond painting related. Okay, I'm going to give you my old answer and then I'm going to give you my new answer. So, before my like official answer, I would have said my favorite store on AliExpress was probably I honestly don't know. Here's the thing. I'm not someone who shops the same store more than once. Like, I have not been diamond painting for long. I think I started in September, August? No. I think I started in October maybe. And so I hadn't really found like a diamond painting store I wanted to like commit to. So I can't say there's a specific store I like. I've been really impressed with, oh my Lord, I can't think of the name of it. I'm about, excuse me, I'm about to kit up a map for it, whatever store it is, and I will link that down in the description, and I will make a note to link it in the description. But there's one store on AliExpress I have been like super impressed with. Link, map, painting, in store. And I'm sorry, you guys, if I don't edit a lot of this stuff out. I just really wanted to do like a really casual paint with me, and there will be no future, past, or present Catherines. There will just be me now as I exist, which I guess my existence is relative to how you see me being filmed on a camera. Am I past, am I present, or am I future? But no, so yeah, I'm gonna link the AliExpress store I really liked, and then I'm also gonna link Ant Tree, which is a diamond painting store on Amazon that I really like. I only ordered from them once, but I have like 3 or 4 of their paintings in my cart, so I'm definitely going to order from them again. First impressions of the canvas and the diamonds, I was super impressed. It was also the first Amazon package I received that had a, that came in a box, and I really just liked that when I have an unboxing of it, which I will link in the description, but I just really liked it. I really liked that store off Amazon. So if I had not found my current favorite store, I would have said those two, which obviously those aren't really helpful because I haven't ordered from them more than once. But my official answer, I don't even need a drum roll, is DAC, Diamond Art Club. Those are my people now. Ordering from them, the shipping, everything is enjoyable with Diamond Art Club. They send you this really cool shipping notice. I am I'm a pretty good way into this painting. I'm in it enough to know that I appreciate the quality of their canvas, and it's not just like a bunch of hype. I think that's the right word. It deserves the hype is what I think I'm trying to say. And I've purchased from them twice already, which should say something. If I've been doing this for several months and I've only purchased from like a couple stores once, I think that means I'm in love with Diamond Art Club. I'm in love with the art club. You know that song, I'm in love with the cocoa? Anyway, I would have to say that Diamond Art Club is my favorite. And I actually might tag a couple of diamond painters in this video because I want to know some of these questions. Like, this is a question I'm really, really curious about. Even my own questions, I write these questions out, but I won't give a straight answer because squirrel. Thank you, Gone Off My Meds, for creating squirrel. Thank you, Crafting with Miss Crochet and Coffee, so that I constantly hear squirrel, and now I refer to myself as Squirrel Brain. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what other people have listed as like their favorite stores. Also, Gus is chewing on his toy, but it's like calming him, so I don't want to tell him no. So yes, that is that noise. Because I know I'm always curious about noises. I'm not apologizing. I'm just letting you know what the noises are. So 4 is my favorite storage system. I have tried out a bunch of storage systems. Coffee. I have tried disposable cups from Walmart. I have tried lockables. Right now I'm working with this storage case from AliExpress. I've tried a lot and I'm still trying a bunch out. Like, I just went on like a 2-day scavenger hunt for storage. Let's see, we're gonna work with N. Where's N? Here it is. And so, I mean, my storage quest is ever going on. But I think I would have to say right now, I really like the CraftMate lockables just because they've only ever like failed me once. I do like that for $21 at Michael's, I can purchase like a little, you know what they look like, the little purple books. I can purchase a purple book, and inside there's 5 on each side, which holds 7 each. I'm trying to do math. Oh my gosh. Do they hold 5 or 4? I'm trying to think. Hold on, I have one that I don't have one where I can count because I'm about to come to that. But anyway, they hold, I mean, one of those can hold a major project. The only thing I don't like is I rarely keep them in their purple case because the way I kit up diamond paintings is I will, hold on one second, Gus, lay off it just a tiny bit, dude. Tiny bit. Thank you. The way I kit up diamond paintings now, before it was like, it had to be all in the same storage system. So it would drive me insane if I was using 7, like a lockable. Hold on, I need a prop. Hold on. Let me get. Okay, so this is like the XL lockables. It would drive me insane if I was just using 2 of the 7. But I would use like all lockables because it just, I couldn't do like mismatched organization. Now I give no flying fucks. I will use like 14 colors in 2 lockable strips, and then I will use like little jars. So that's why I really don't use the purple cases anymore. But I would have to say still, by far, those are probably like the winners for my storage. Just because I haven't found anything else that I really like. I actually have little shoe boxes, decorative shoe boxes that I will kit my things up in, and then I will put all the colors in the shoe boxes and then put them on my bookshelf over there. And that's how I kind of keep my kits organized. So yeah, I mean, the easy answer is CraftMate lockables, bought in the purple container that holds a bunch of them that you buy for like $21 at Michael's. Normally with a coupon you can get that down. I don't purchase them unless it's like a $50 50% off coupon, because then I can normally get them for under $10, or a little at $10. But the hard answer is that I still haven't found a storage system I really like. And then don't even get me started on permanent storage, because I'm constantly trolling every single Facebook group for what permanent storage I like, and I still haven't found one I really like. So, coffee. I don't know yet. I don't know. Okay. Why did you start your YouTube channel? And why did you start your YouTube channel? What is it? Was it started as a diamond painting channel? And what else do you share if you share more than diamond painting? Okay. I have had several YouTube channels in the past. I have had a booktube channel, which I think is still up. I just love the thought of YouTube. I love the thought of community. And I have to say, this is the first YouTube community that I've actually fallen in with, and I can't imagine waking up every day without having this community. I also started it because it just looked like a fun way of documenting my progress with diamond painting. I'll like tell my friends sometimes, go check out this video, this is what diamond painting is, and I don't know, it's just really neat. It also gives me something to do with like my craft besides just crafting with it. Like, just crafting for some people is enough, and that is, I freaking applaud you guys, but I have to make it difficult, and I have to find ways to share my craft and add different difficulties to it, like right now diamond painting and talking about it. And also, I'm just a blabbermouth and I love to talk, and this is YouTube, just talking. There's so many reasons I started my YouTube channel. And I remember thinking if I start this channel, I want it to be more craftsy. I don't really want to be constricted by a certain craft, which is why I call it, I know you guys see me put like a whole bunch in there to like diamond paint with 3. It's why I call it Spasmodic Arts and not like diamond painting with Catherine, because I will sometimes still throw in spinning. I haven't thrown crochet in there yet, but I'm thinking about doing just like a chat with me while I crochet. I've thrown in cross stitch, I've thrown in drop spindling, there's been some coloring on here. So it was not intentionally started as just a diamond painting channel, but I feel like it is mostly a diamond painting channel. I started it for just a litany of reasons, and yeah, those are the reasons and answers. So 6, what is your favorite thing to do while diamond painting? Okay, normally I will diamond paint in the evening. Cody will be sitting in his chair over there. He'll be gaming, and we'll be chatting, or we'll be watching TV. Like right now I have this Australian reality show, Yummy Mummies, queued up on Netflix, which I was watching with my first cup of coffee this morning. I love chatting, so I love making videos while I diamond paint. I love listening to crime podcasts. Right now I'm listening to Sword and Scale. My favorite murder is something me and Cody listened to together. Crime Junkie. There's a couple really good ones I haven't listened to yet, like Serial. But yeah, like I love watching TV. I love listening to music. I love listening to podcasts. I'll kind of do this thing where I'll, like this section, if I had finished it, I would get up, go do the dishes, go do some laundry, come sit back, turn on the TV. I obviously love watching YouTube. There's just like anything that I can listen to or watch while also like being able to still keep my hands busy is what I like to do when I'm diamond painting. I don't like diamond painting in silence for many reasons, but mostly because my dogs will bark at every little thing. My cats make all of these random noises that make it sound like there's ghosts in my house. And so my dogs will go completely bonkers, and I just really don't like to diamond paint in silence. Also, there's just, sometimes it's too quiet, you know? And when it's too quiet, you get to thinking, and who wants to think when they diamond paint? I just want to veg out and enjoy the pretty colors and the beautiful picture that I'm trying to bring to life. Okay. Okay, 7 is name 3 YouTube channels you like that are non-craft related. So these are going to be in the description box below, the links. It's going to be a very linky description box. So non-crafting channels that I like, Stephanie Harlow, she is a diamond painter slash, gosh, no, what am I thinking of? Sorry, I'm working on a table and my dog will run under it, so like this free hand is petting him because I'm trying to keep him calm. Let's see, Stephanie Harlow is a crime channel, true crime channel. She is one I really like because her videos are super long, and they're super long because they're super thorough, and I just absolutely love her personality. She just seems like such an awesome chick. Would love to be her friend. We could just talk about all the true crime ever. But yeah, I really like watching Stephanie Harlow. I had so many for these that I kept scratching out. Marlene McCohen is a pet tuber, and she focuses on birds. My dad, I don't know if you guys know, but I grew up around exotic birds. Like my first pets before dogs and cats, because I'm allergic to dogs and cats, even now, were birds. My dad has an African gray still and an Amazon parrot. And I don't know, I recently got really nostalgic for when I was a kid, and I don't know, I started watching bird channels on YouTube, and I found Marlene, and again, she's just like one of those people whose like soul calls to your soul, because you're like, you could be my spirit person. You could be my spirit person if I had patience, and if I could muster 50% of the energy you have in your left pinky. So Marlene McCohen is another one I really like. Let's see. And then Sim Supply. I'm a huge, huge Sims 4 player. I don't game a lot, but when I do, it's The Sims. I have so many Sims. I have a Sim who's a Black Widow who just kills people in her swimming pool. I have a Sim that I'm trying to put through 100 baby challenge, which means she needs to have like 100 children before she passes. That's horrifically hard. I have a Sim that is just me and Cody gardening. I just have a Sim family where it's me, Cody, and I think we had a baby. I can't remember. So yes, I can lose whole days locked in my little Simverse. So I really like James Turner. He is the Sim Supply. And I really like watching his architectural builds, his challenges, and yeah, those are some non-crafting YouTube channels I like. Also, what is it about filming and runny noses? Is it just me? Or does like somehow the camera make your nose runny too? It's just like any gross body sound that can come out of my face comes out of my face when I'm filming. It also could be that the weather went from, 80 to, I think we woke up this morning and our house was like 50 degrees inside. So the heat is on, but it won't be on for long because I know that it's supposed to rise into the 70s. I know, I'm sorry I'm complaining. Miss Crochet and Coffee and Wolfpack Diamond Painting and all y'all up in the north, I know, I get it, blizzard and stuff, but Texas, y'all, Texas. Okay, so one of my twin cats is harassing my big dog to play with her, and by play with her, she means worship me and lick me. Okay, so question 8 is name 3 craft YouTube channels you like, which are non-diamond painting related. So for me, Evan and Caitlin are a husband and wife duo that are based in Houston. They're just the cutest. They craft together. They used to have, I guess, their own business where they would sell like their homemade 3D printed sculptures and like different projects they would sell together, and now they just like do different builds and crafts for fun. They're people who first got me interested in resin. Yes, I do have resin. It is a craft that I work on. I just don't share about it because I'm not that great at it, but I'm going to start sharing more about it. They also do concrete, which got me into pouring concrete into like, I have concrete coasters right now that I'm working on perfecting because I really think it'd be cool to like sell concrete coasters in my Etsy shop. And yeah, so I really like them. They're super cute. Resin Obsession. I really like watching Resin Obsession. She's got some really good tips and tricks for starting with resin. Oh, Gus found another toy and it crinkles. Hold on one second. Gus, he doesn't want to play, baby. Sorry, y'all. Mornings are when me and the animals have some real heart-to-hearts. Some stop bashing the other dog in the face with a toy. He doesn't want to play with you right now talks. Yeah, so Resin Obsession I really like. watching her. And then Pour Your Heart Out is an acrylic pour channel. I recently tried acrylic pouring. You can see that on my Instagram, which is linked down in the description box. And I'm like so fascinated with it. I thought I wouldn't like it because I thought it might be like a little too messy for me, but I'm actually super into it. So there might even be some acrylic pouring on this channel if I can ever get my butt out to Lowe's and grab some more Floetrol. Well, I actually haven't tried Floetrol, but grab some Floetrol because I'm out of pour medium. So, alright, chapter 8 in this very long book we've been reading. Question 8, name 3, sorry. These are like not numbered correctly, so I'm going to call this question 21, but I've got to like renumber these. Question 21 that comes after 8, because counting. Name 3 YouTube channels that you like that are diamond painting. And y'all, you know who like some of my really, really coveted diamond painting channels are. You know which ones I like. I'm always there, always on point. Gone Off My Meds, Wendy from Gone Off My Meds, Leisha from Crafting with Miss Crochet and Coffee, blah, 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 Everything Gwenny, y'all, quit it, Stephanie from Wolfpack, oh my gosh, Wolfpack Diamond Painting. See, y'all, talking fast is a talent all of its own, and even that talent leaves me in the morning. But I decided to choose some diamond painters that I have just recently started watching because I thought it would be nice to switch it up and kind of talk about some people I haven't on my channel. So, the diamond painters that I am enjoying right now is Sherry's Creative Niche. I love Sherry. She is such an awesome person. I'd like to say that we're friends. I really just enjoy listening to her, and I love hearing about her pupper Mickey, and I enjoy her so incredibly much. She is my kind of person. She is just such an amazing woman. Go check her out. Sorry, they are playing. I'm not going to apologize anymore. I have dogs, but Crafting with Christy. Christy is doing this amazing It Clown photo. She'll post sometimes in Diamond Painting Underground or Rachel Ray and Crafting with Mr. Crochet and Coffee's Facebook group. If you guys are not in those, you should definitely go check those out. She'll post, like, if you're scared of clowns, don't look in the comments. I'm like, no, I want to see Georgie and It. She's got an amazing Georgie and It diamond painting she's working on right now that I'm obsessed with. And then last night I found Ginger diamond painting. I haven't watched too many of her videos yet, but I can already tell that she is someone I will continue to watch because I just get these probably called snap judgment. I just judge people, and my first impressions are pretty much my always impressions. I don't know what that was, but no. I can normally tell if I'm gonna like a channel pretty fast, so that's why I feel like my recommendations are ones you should listen to. Okay, so all of those, everything I just talked about, which was a lot, will be linked in the description box below. It's going to be a very, like I said, linky description box. Okay, number 9. If you are not diamond painting, what are you crafting? So much. Resin, concrete, crocheting, cross-stitching. I tried scratch art. Scratch art is for the devil. I have these little like 97-cent scratch arts from Walmart. These things are the bane of my fucking existence. I don't know why. I can't. kudos to those who can scratch art. It drives my Virgo brain insane. Spinning. What else do I do? Coloring. Literally anything that doesn't involve me drawing a straight line or a circle or drawing a picture in general, I want to do, I will do, I strive to do, I will I will accomplish being a jack of all trades, master of absolutely nothing in my crafting life. 10. Do you have / want a stash? I have a stash. I want a stash. All about that stash life. But let's talk about what I think a stash is. I think a stash, for me, a stash is like diamond paintings you have not worked on yet. I have a stash of WIPs, which are works in progress. I have a stash of WIPs. Those are normally kept hung up on like clothes racks in my garage. And I have a stash of, no, I wouldn't call, okay, so I have a stash of WIPs, but a stash of diamond paintings that like a stash of diamond paintings that like I haven't touched. I have a map of the whole world, and it's pretty large. I have a pretty large picture of like a girl with a cat, and she's like in a tent with yarn balls all around her. I have 2 diamond art clubs that I still need to edit my unboxing for. So I only have like 4 diamond paintings that I haven't, and then I have 2 I'm probably never going to work on, because like they were impulse buys when I first started, and they didn't really turn out to like be the correct size for the amount of detail they have. So I would say I have a stash of WIPs. I would like obviously a stash of diamond paintings, because that means I have officially fulfilled my lifelong dream, which is a recently realized lifelong dream of acquiring everything that Diamond Art Club has and more. I'm also trying to get Cody a stash. He really, really wants a custom from, I mean, it doesn't matter to him from where, just I want to get him a custom of Destiny, which is a video game. He really likes this certain sigil on, I don't know what I'm talking about. He likes this design on Destiny, and I want to get it for him in diamond painting form. So that's something I'm kind of keeping a lookout on. But yeah, I have like a semi-decent, I have a semi-decent WIP stash, and a sort of decent stash, but it could always be better. So, let's see. Do I work on one diamond painting at a time or switch it up? I switch it up all the time. Recently though, I think I've realized I switched it up a lot because I wasn't super happy with what I was diamond painting. With like Diamond Art Club, I really have no urge to switch from this painting to another painting. I'm enjoying this image. I want to get it finished so that it can hang up on my wall and look gorgeous. And I think before I was switching between different projects because, you know, they were from different companies that I didn't have like the best luck with. So there was like either one problem or another that I was kind of always fighting with. So I would switch up working on them just to get a break from the problems. But then also I could be talking out of my ass because I think I also just like working on multiple things at once. I get bored very easily of the same thing. looking at the same color palettes or the same images, and I really want to kit up that world image soon because it's been sitting in my upstairs bedroom for way too long. And so yeah, my answer is I have a stash of WIPs in my garage. I work on several at once. All right, round, square, both, and why. Used to be a round girl. It was the first couple of diamond paintings I got. I really like rounds because they go on fast, and I feel like sometimes they have a lot more shimmer, but I'm now a square girl and both girl. Squares mostly because I love the clicking together. Until you actually find a diamond painting, like a good quality one from Diamond Art Club or Amazon or AliExpress, until you hit the jackpot and find a store that gives you really good quality drills and you get that satisfying like snap, I don't think that I don't think that you understand how much you love squares until you do them. I also like that squares, when they're finished, the image looks like the picture a lot more than the rounds do. So my answer is I used to be rounds, but now I'm preferably squares, but I will do both. So I don't really have like a super huge hatred of rounds. I just prefer squares. Okay, so next one. Do you have anyone who diamond paints in your family or friend circle? Yes, Cody, my fiance, boyfriend, husband, whatever he is. I mean, he's legally not my husband, so he's not my husband, but he's my person. So back the fuck off. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. Hush, it doesn't matter. But maybe, like, who are you to ask me? Anyway. Shut up, Catherine. Shut up. Focus. Y'all, I'm getting that hit. I'm getting that boost of coffee. That caffeine. It's hitting me, and it's showing. Cody diamond paints. Like I said, normally he will always try a craft with me once. Like with concrete pouring, he's super into that. All of a sudden he really likes the way it looks. He likes working with concrete. He saw me do it. He thought it was pretty cool. So we are concrete pouring buddies. He really likes diamond painting. He didn't fully love diamond painting, I think, though, until he saw a diamond painting he wanted and not one I had just purchased for him. This is his I don't know if you guys can see that because I don't know how I focused this camera, but this is his yin yang owl from Diamond Art Club, and he absolutely loves it, and he's worked on a good portion of it. This is more than he's worked on any other diamond painting. So Cody is my diamond painting buddy. Let's see. I have a friend. Maybe she's my friend still. I don't know. It's my life. I don't know. I don't know where people are. I don't know who they are. Are they my friend? Who knows? Maybe not. I got her into diamond painting. I have a friend who lives in Wyoming that I am going to see if I send her a diamond painting. Basically just like bribing her. I will send it to you. You try it. You tell me how you like it. We do it together. I have that friend. So basically I just have Cody and my friend who lives down here who like to diamond paint. But if it goes my way, I will be the blob of diamond painting, and I will send forth diamond painting and have it grow and consume the earth, while also leaving behind a pink gelatinous goo, preferably with sparkles inside of it. 14, what do you do with your diamond paintings when you are done? I want to say frame them. I want to say frame them. I don't frame them. No, I put sticky tack on the back and put them on my walls and tell myself that I will frame them eventually. We have a pretty significant sized house and we have absolutely no art on the walls. Whatever art is on the walls has been made by me or by Cody or by friends, and our style aesthetic is ramshackled. I don't know if that's a style aesthetic, but we working on a quilt work of just random shit in our house. So yeah, I have tons and tons of free wall space, so I will post, or I don't think I could diamond paint enough diamond paintings to fill up these walls before either we move or we God, that sounds morbid. Die. Shit. I'm such a ray of sunshine. Come to my channel if you want to be here about death, zombies, and or murderers. So yeah, I don't even remember the question. Yeah, I sticky tack them to my walls. I'll frame them one day maybe. 15, what type of images for diamond paintings catch your eye? I love fantastical scenery, but like not, you know, basic bitch beach. Basic bitch beach. Basic bitch beach. Tongue twister. Sally sells 7 seashells by the seashore. Boom. Tongue twisters. Sorry. Guys, I'm losing my damn mind. My coffee is almost empty. I had Fruity Pebbles this morning, which was probably a bad idea because sugar rush. And there's like a 50-50 chance that my camera is still not recording, so I kind of have that anxiety in the back of my mind, but I'm living dangerously, and I'm continue talking. I like fantastical scenery, so I like beach scenery. If it's got like this fantastical twist where there's like maybe not fairies, but it just something that has like this sort of ethereal, otherworldly look to it. Like if this had just been like a typical Alice in Wonderland diamond painting with like Alice looking like, you know, basic Alice in Wonderland, and if the castle had looked normal, no, but like abstract-y fantasy, I sort of really like that. Some scenery that's normal I like. I also just like abstract, so like the world map I have isn't abstract in terms of they didn't put like Russia on top of Australia or Texas under Hawaii, but the colors are really pretty and they kind of like have this modern old mappy flair. I don't know, weird things, like not weird to everyone, but weird to me. I really hope that answered the question because I'm pretty sure that was the clearest description I could give of what kind of diamond paintings I look for. Describe your work area. Okay, I'm in my living room right now. My living room is a long living room and it's short. We used to have our living room in the area that had our fireplace, but that was just like a square. So now we're in like a rectangle. You are seeing just a small portion of a 6-foot black card table. I am in a, you hear that? You hear that squeaking? I am in a beat up recliner. This card table can slide over the arms of the recliner, so I literally just like lock myself in. On this side, I'll have, like right now I have some journals, a finished diamond painting, my computer, a light pad, Over here is Cody's kind of side of the room, so his diamond painting is infiltrating my workspace. And then I'll just have like little knickknacks, like I'll have an extra 3-placer, an extra diamond painting pen, and then like next to my recliner I have like a little table that sits in between our 2 armchairs, and that holds my drinks normally. And then in front of me there's a big TV, and then like caddy corner there's a smaller TV, because this is the place where TVs go to die in my family, so we always have multiple TVs. But yep, that's what my work area description is. I normally always work in here. I have a easel that like reclines up and down, but my eyesight is just too piss poor right now for it, for me to like sit back and not hunch over. So I don't use that. It's like over in this corner. It's holding my Harry Potter diamond painting right now, and a bunch of junk. And I would show you all this, but it's morning and I haven't cleaned because I chose to film and diamond paint. And I didn't clean last night because face mask challenge and sleep. So it's dirty in my house, but I'll clean it soon, I promise. Favorite diamond painting tool. 3-placer. This bitch is my best friend. I use it as a 1-placer, a 2-placer, a 3-placer. Sometimes there's this magical moment when 4 diamonds will get on my 3-placer and I can pretend it's a 4-placer, and those are my favorite. But on top of that, I also love tools. I just love tools. I love my tweezers. These are tweezers from a company, but like this specific kind of tweezer. I love tweezers for pulling off any dog hair. And then these round boats that I purchased from Amazon for like, it was like a 10-pack for $8. If you want the link, let me know and I'll add it to my description. But I got like 8 of these, and I use 1 for trash, 1 for like large sections of color. So like these 3 are pretty much my favorite tools. The 3-placer, the tweezers, and like this big boat. Multi-placer or no multi-placer? To multi-place or not multi-place? That is the question. Bitch, multi-place. God. Multi-placers literally make it possible for me to justify buying more diamond paintings. Because if my granny ass sat there and picked up a diamond and put it down, and like, you already see how slow I am right now. I talk, I watch TV, I eat, I drink. I have fallen asleep before. Don't ask me how it happened. It's like selective narcolepsy. Multi-placers all the way. They're my heaven. They're my reason for being and diamond painting. I'm losing my mind, y'all. I have sleep and I have morning time and a whole day ahead of me, and I'm getting very nervous. 19. What is your dream diamond painting? Size, image, company. Okay. I thought I knew my dream diamond painting from AliExpress. It is a picture of all 7 new doctors, including the War Doctor. I'm talking about Doctor Who. If I can find a picture, I will put it right here or towards the end of the video. Let me write that down. Okay, and if I got it, I would want it, I'm not even kidding, I don't know what the largest size diamond painting is on AliExpress, but I believe it's in like the 200s by somethings. I would want this in the largest because I want to see every beautiful glittering image on David Tennant, Matt Smith, Christopher Eccleston, and even the old War Doctor's face. Those guys are swoon worthy. Anyway, that is my dream size, dream image, and if I could get it from any company I wanted, Evermoment. Since I by no means will ever become a very, 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 very rich bitch, probably gonna keep that one flexible because I'm not sure how big Diamond Art Club would ever do their customs. Also, I don't know if they would accept images that I like don't technically own. And I also probably would just want to buy it from a company that already has it. So yeah, I don't know what store I would technically buy it from. Alright, and then, oh, but for right now, I do know that Dangerous Roads from Diamond Art Club is the image that I would want. It is my dream image right now. It is my short-term dream goal to buy Dangerous Roads from Diamond Art Club because that painting is so beautiful. Like, I want it. I want that as a diamond painting. I want that as just a normal painting. I want that painting everywhere. And then 20, explain what attracts you to diamond painting. And this is the last question. I love the colors that are involved. I have always kind of loved that sort of paint with numbers aspect, but then you also get the beautiful images from, say, like a cross stitch. I find that when I'm not just like chatting my brains out, I really do find it almost meditative. Like, if I'm having a really bad day and like anxiety is just like pulling me down, I breathe in with the pickup of the diamond, and I feel like that metaphorical exhale with the placement of it. And I mean, I know I'm making this sound kind of jokey, but I really do. I love the calm of it. It really does calm my brain, but it also gives my anxiety monster that reward of doing something, working with my hands, and getting an image complete that I can then decorate my home with or gift to somebody. I have this really cool idea of doing a dachshund diamond painting for my stepmom, because my stepmom and my dad have a they have a dachshund or dachshund. But there's so many things. Like with crocheting, I love it. It's my first craft, my first love. But I find myself counting so much because I don't want my patterns to, I don't know, I recently found myself just like ritualistically counting. Even though I knew my pattern was correct, my count was on point, I was just counting. So I wasn't talking, I wasn't super paying attention to the TV. So even with crocheting, like there's an aspect of my anxiety that is allowed to come forward, and with diamond painting, it's just mind-numbing enough to not let my anxiety come through. But it's also, for me, I can make it complex if I get bored. Like, I haven't even tried 6 placers or 9 placers yet. That's for a day when I'm feeling adventurous. And when I do, that'll be a new skill, getting faster at it. I mean, for something that really relaxes me and is kind of like mind-numbing, but not really mind-numbing. God, I'm the best at explanations. It's very meditative and therapeutic, and I love it, and I love the final product, and I love everything about it. The only thing I don't love is it's not super portable, but I'm working on ideas for taking smaller projects on road trips and things like that. So yeah, I did not get a lot finished, but I got a pretty decent amount, and that's the end of the diamond painting tag. Thank you guys. I know that I wrote these questions and still fumbled through most of them, but that's me. I'm a fumbler. So if you guys, like I said, would like to do this diamond painting tag, I will type it up and leave it in the description box below. For now, if you made it to the end of this video, I'm just curious. Like, I don't blame you if you dipped out, but if you made it to the end of this video, let's see those unicorn emojis in the comments. And yeah, until next time, y'all, I will see you later. I am gonna go talk my dogs down from trying to fight with each other. Like in a loving way, but still. Mama needs some peace. All right, y'all, I'll talk to you later. Bye.